What is up, YouTube? We are back today in cart playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. We're going to the absolute cleaners with Garchomp today. Man, people be sleeping on my Garchomp. I don't think Garchomp's like too good to be an OU. I don't think it's worthy of being Ubers. Obviously, like Manaphy got Bandit Ubers. You know, like Gengar's being suspect tested. Like Latios has been tested. No one's really respecting the Garchomp, so I'm gonna do my absolute best to send people to the Shadow Realm using Garchomp today. But before that, I want to direct you guys to the question of the day, and that is, when was the last time you took a vacation? Where did you go? Let me know. You know, recently on my skateboarding channel, I showed you guys a little bit of a trip I took to Monterey and Santa Cruz. You guys can check those out by checking out the link to the skateboarding channel in the description below. But yeah, I try my best to get away. Basically every few months I try my best to like stay to myself, so you know, during these virus times we don't really interact with too many people. But I do think that it's really healthy for people to like get away every once in a while if they can. So let me know where the last place you took a vacation to, what you guys did, what was fun about it. Let me know in the comments below, and hopefully you guys enjoy these games. I've been trying to do a thing every single video where I do like basically a BDSP or like a Sword and Shield video and then a showdown video where I can show you guys like actually how to play the game. So I do like a fun game in cart, and then I do a real game where I show you guys how to play. So hopefully you guys are liking that. If you guys are not liking that, or you hadn't seen the showdown videos, watch the showdown videos. They're really, really good. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed these games. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time watching my YouTube content. If you're not, please let me know, because I actually want to know so I can change things to make it so you guys will spend more time on my channel. But other than that, wish me luck today. We're going to do our absolute best to take people to the cleaners with Garchomp. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing that sticks out to me is that Kecleon. I think Kecleon is such a cool Pokemon. I cannot wait to feature Kecleon in a video. I already have a couple videos featuring Kecleon, but I actually don't have one in game yet, and I really want to see what they do with it. I think it gets so many cool support moves like Thunder Wave. I think it gets Stealth Rocks. I think I'm probably going to respect it at the start of this game. So how do we correctly respect a Kecleon? We don't have any taunt users. I mean, I could technically go for like a Scizor, like hard double SD, reading them Stealth Rocks into like double Bullet Punch KO into like rolling the rest of their team. But I'd like to have Rocks up first. And this team doesn't have a Rocks user. So like this is going to be really, really hard. I think I'm probably just going to lead Rotom. You know, I think that's one thing that I don't really do enough, is go super in depth into what I should be leading with and my thought process while I'm deciding what I lead with. I think most of the time you guys see my videos after I've already really selected what I want to lead with. And before I really decide what I want to lead with, I actually think of like 10 other scenarios of which other leads could be cool. Like Scizor could have been a cool lead versus Gengar if I was rocking a Life Orb, or sorry, a Lumberry. I'd be able to two-shot them with Bullet Punch, and there's not that much they'd be able to do about it. I could go for the Volt Switch here into like Blissey. No, I'd probably go into the Scizor here, because they're probably going to go for a Sludge Bomb. They wouldn't go for a Shadow Ball because I have the Blissey here. So I'll go for the Volt Switch. I'll show that I'm Scarfed. It's not necessarily a bad thing here. It should do enough damage to make... Oh, that's a bulky Gengar. So they're probably going to be popping a sub this turn. If they're going to sub Gengar, I'll go into the Gliscor. Like, if they're a Black Sludge, like Bulky or Gengar, I'll go into Gliscor. Let's see. There's a Nasty Plot. This is the Gengar that's actually getting suspect tested in OU right now. Good stuff. I don't hate this at all. Are you Black Sludge, though? Looks like you're not. That's crazy. So that's probably like... I don't know what that set is, but my Rotom should have done more damage there. I don't think that they'll kill me, so I am going to go for the Earthquake. I don't think even a Shadow Ball will KO me. It's going to suck that I have to eat a Nasty Plot Shadow Ball, but like Shadow Ball shouldn't do over half. So that means a +2 Shadow Ball shouldn't do over half either. We're EV trained to live this. I just want to let you know we are EV trained to live that. Like +2 Gengar Shadow Ball. We have like over 60 points in special defense with full HP investment. So we're in a really, really good spot here. But unique situation for Gengar. I'm surprised at that set. I'm surprised they didn't take more damage from Volt Switch. Just straight up. They still have Feraligatr. They still have Kecleon. They still have the Magnezone. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to bring in the Scizor. I did not want the Magnezone to come out because I do not have Volt Switch, so I'd basically be stuck there every time they ever sent that thing out. So this guy's definitely going for a Dragon Dance or a Waterfall. And because we're rocking a full special attack, full speed Rotom, holy moly, we're always going to be able to outspeed this guy no matter what he does. So we're just going to switch to Rotom, and we're going to be able to probably Thunderbolt against him, and he doesn't really have that many mons other than the Magnezone that can actually switch in on this. So great switch here for the Rotom. Rotom Gliscor is such a solid combo. This should do about 40% tops. You see my 40% right now. It's literally almost like I play the game. I swear, if you guys watch enough of my videos, you'll understand how much damage these Pokemon do, and you'll understand how much damage you can take. Holy moly. Let's go for a Thunderbolt. I don't mind Thunderbolting, and the reason we're Thunderbolting instead of Volt Switching is there's not that many mons that actually switch in on this Thunderbolt super well. And let's say they switch to Kecleon. There's a chance this might two-shot, depending on how they're built. There's a chance this might two-shot Metagross, depending on how they're built. This will obviously KO the Feraligatr unless they're like a full... not full HP, but like probably at least 180 points in HP build. So they have to switch. Going to the Magnezone, it's completely fine. We'll just switch into probably Gliscor, soak a Flash Cannon, think about Earthquaking, and see where we go from there. It's a lot of damage. Are we going to see leftovers? No. Okay. So we are Scarfed. We're stuck here. They're probably... I mean, they should go for a Thunderbolt. I'm gonna go into my Gliscor. Let's think about this. If we were doing a Gliscor, remember their team is Drifblim, which means they might have potential for Baton Pass, which would be lame. They have Kecleon, Magnezone, Gengar, and Metagross. I'm going to go into the Gliscor because there's not that many other times Gliscor could come in. And if they Flash Cannon us, cool. That'll open up a spot for us to come out with some other Pokemon and then repin. Man, games feel so much different on this than on Showdown. Holy moly. Show me that Flash Cannon. Tri-Attack's a good option. It should definitely get the KO. Alright, so I'm assuming there's some sort of spec set. I'm going to want to send out a Earthquake user. So it's going to be Garchomp here. And I'm probably going to sub on the switch that we force them to. Probably going to be forcing them into Kecleon. We'll Swords Dance during the turn that they'll have to break our sub. And then we'll try and win the game. They might even switch to like Drifblim here, which would be great. They might also just stay in and click the Tri-Attack, which is like super greedy. That's what we get for making a team without Stealth Rocks. If they're Sturdy Kecleon, which we can't really confirm or deny right now. Sorry, Magnezone. Not Kecleon. It's like they'd basically be able to break our sub no matter what. So they'd have to... Yeah, you guys get the idea. You guys get the idea. Holy moly, I make so many mistakes. Hopefully you guys can understand the mistakes I'm making when I'm talking. When I'm like talking through my stuff. I always want to say that one of my favorite like StarCraft casters is a guy named In Control, which, you know, sadly he's not around anymore, but he used to be one of my favorite StarCraft streamers because when I watched him, I understood how professional StarCraft players thought through stuff, right? I understood when he talked through his thought process, even if he didn't fully analyze the idea, it was enough to get me to like understand where he was going with it. And it was enough to make me actually like win the, you know, become a better player overall. We're going to Swords Dance here. We're going to be faster than this guy. So we're going to SD. They're going to break our sub with like a Shadow Ball. We're going to go for an absolutely massive Dragon Claw to be able to get those KOs. And now's your time to answer the question today, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're having a good time. They go for a Strength Sap, which is an amazing move that Drifblim gets, but it's wasted in the situation because we got the big sub, the best Garchomp set. I swear, this is just the best Garchomp set. I'm never going to deviate unless I'm running Scarf. It's so strong. It's just so strong. It's so strong. Let's see what you got. This game should be over. I mean, I don't have rocks, so like, Gengar already broke its Sash, and we can one-shot Kecleon, we can one-shot Feraligatr, one-shot this Drifblim unless it's Sashed. Sash Unburden is such a cool set. It's one of my favorite Sceptile sets, but unfortunately Sash Unburden Drifblim is just not the sauce. And let's see what they're working with here. D-Claw coming in absolutely massive. Wow, that's a +2 D-Claw with a Citrus Berry Unburden. I've never seen that. I legit have never, ever seen that activate. Stockpile. So Stockpile and Strength Sap. That tells me they're going to be a heavy HP with like a mixed defense build, which actually tells me they might not have the actual bulk to like break our sub. Now in that case, you could read that and go for a double sub. Sorry, a double Swords Dance. I'm just going to go for a second Dragon Claw. I actually don't think they have enough special attack to break our sub. You can go over those stockpiles all you want. Every 2 stockpiles you use equal 1 of my Swords Dances. So even if this doesn't KO, which also it's nice that this doesn't KO, they're probably going to be going for a baton pass this turn, right? What would you be baton passing to? Something with a ground defense? Ground weakness? We're faster than other monsters other than Gengar. So like, if they were to go to like baton pass this to Magnezone, I don't care. Baton pass to Metagross, I don't care. I'm gonna Swords Dance. I'm not afraid of your Drifloon, and I'll take a +2 off of it. Show me the baton pass. Show me that you're not using the Smogon claws, using the Smogon code. Show me. Also, thank you guys for the people that normally comment on my videos. You guys are amazing. I read your comments every morning. You guys are so cool. Let's see. You can come with Metagross. I don't give a shit. Magnezone. I don't give a shit. Gengar. I don't give a shit. Kecleon. I literally just SD'd in your face. I outspeed and can go for the absolutely massive Earthquake to punish. Feraligatr, same thing. Metagross, yo, like I care. I thought about Earthquaking your face, but I went with the safer option instead because we're going to outspeed a Metagross, you know, every day of the week. Unless it's a baton pass to a Scarf Metagross. And in that case, like, you can have a break of my sub while you die. So that's completely fine. Shiny Metagross, too. Shiny Metagross. Holy moly. What a time to be alive. I wish I had a shiny Metagross. I have not seen a single shiny in over a year in literally any game that I've played. That being Pokemon BDSP, that being Pokemon Sword and Shield, that being Pokemon Legends Arceus. I haven't seen a single shiny, man. I swear those things don't even exist. I can't even prove that they exist. Literally never lucky right now. But this game should be relatively over. That Drifloon now can't get its Unburden proc. We are at +4 on our Garchomp. And it's sweep time. It's sweep time. Kecleon? More like Keclegon, know what I'm saying? 100%. Sucker Punch, becoming a Dark type. That's not going to break my sub. Unless you're orbed or banded. It's not going to do it. Whoa! I can't believe that did it. There are orbed. See, I want you guys to just know that I understand, and when you're watching my videos, I want you to understand that when I say, oh, that won't break my sub unless they're orb, unless they're banned, what I'm looking at is not that if they have an orb or if they have the band, it's that if a Pokemon with like an 80 base attack is holding a life orb, that's what they need to KO me, right? So it's not just that like, oh, you need a damage multiplier. It's that you need a damage multiplier off a specific like stat to actually KO me. Please internalize that if you're watching this. It's super, super important. I'm trying my best to make more content to make you guys better players. I'm making a ton of videos. You know, I've been doing a BDSP / Sword and Shield video and then a Showdown video where I break down my replays and show my thought process. Like, it's super important to understand the reason behind why I do things. I think every single person that watches my videos can 100% become a better player than myself in probably like not even a week's worth of watching my videos. I think you can watch my videos for like a week. Watch like 2 to 3 videos a day. Watch like 2 to 3 videos of like Aaron Zhang a day. Watch like 2 Wolf videos a day. Watch like 2 videos of like Pokeaim or MV or other singles players a day. If you do that, you'll become a better player than us in like literally less than a week. That's the value that YouTube brings to the table. They just scoop it up. I literally like played the last 2 turns of that game while looking at the camera and not even really like knowing that I was selecting my moves. I saw that I Earthquaked the Kecleon, and then I obviously popped the sub versus the Drifloon because we were faster, and then we just won the game. I didn't even see what they used, and we won the game. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. You guys can be so much better players, and you know what? We're gonna be hosting some tournaments where you guys can put that to the test relatively soon, where you guys can absolutely send me to the Shadow Realm, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you guys to dumpster me and just be so good at Pokemon. So we're gonna go into another battle, and hopefully we find some more people to play against. I want to use my Scizor. Let me use my Scizor. Here we go. Yo, talk about unique teams. I love their team. I wish I had a competitive Bannet. I wish I had a competitive Mismagius. This person's team literally cooks. I love everything about this. This is going to be so hard to use Scizor. They have a Blastoise, a Sharpedo, and a Gyarados. Oh man, this is going to be hard. I also don't have a Rocks user on this team. This is just going to be so hard. Rotom cooks here. I think Rotom's a great lead. I'm able to analyze the situation and stop them from just leading Blastoise and Shell Smashing in my face. And so I probably do have to lead Rotom here. If they were to lead like Bandit or Miss Magus, I don't mind Volt switching out and showing my Scarf. I also think Rotom's a good Pokemon to bring in after they get up said Shell Smash or Dragon Dance with Gyarados. And remember guys, Rotom outspeeds Gyarados. It's a base 86 speed, so it's going to be able to outspeed Gyarados' base 81, so we're in a great spot there. As long as we don't let them get to +2 on Dragonite or Gyarados, we'll be in a great spot. So like, if we ever see Dragonite or Gyarados, we can just hard switch on the Rotom, and then we'll be able to deal with them. So Rotom's going to be great. I'm just going to go with a Volt switch. Now, I will say that Mega Bandit is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. When that thing gained Prankster, that thing was so much fun to use. I made my 2014 VGC Nationals team around that Pokemon, and it was great. It doesn't have Mega Evolution anymore. I don't care if you Sucker Punch me, bro. You don't stab that move, so I don't really care. Even though Bandit has like a, I think it's like a 90. It might be even like a base 100 attack. Maybe you guys can correct me in my comments. Great attack stat here. I'm going to come in right with the Garchomp, and I'm going to come with Sub. Right into the Sub Garchomp, especially if you're going to go for like probably a Will-O-Wisp / like Sucker Punch play. Especially if that did that much and you don't have leftovers. I think it's really important, guys, to remember, scout what items your opponents are using. If at any time you don't see them use the leftovers, that means they're probably holding a choice item, especially if you don't see Life Orb. Like they're either holding like a Life Orb or like a choice item or like an Expert Belt or like a Citrus Berry. So we can already knock off no leftovers, no Citrus Berry, no Life Orb. That looks like a choice band, especially because look how much damage that did to our Rotom. That did a good amount off a not stabbed move. So I'm just going to go for a Sub. What are you going to do about it, bro? Are you going to switch? No switch. All right. And no Sucker Punch. So that means they're not choiced either. That's just strong. Phantom Force. Okay. Let's think about this. I think the right play might actually be to sub, not sub again, but I don't think there's anything wrong with getting an SD here, because obviously I can't hit them and I'm an outspeed, so I'll take an SD. We SDs! Here we go! Swords Dance! That's my life right now. You can Phantom Force me, bro. It might break my sub. And the idea is I'm actually just going to sub again, because I think they might switch to like Gyarados to block EQ. I don't know. I'm going to still sub again, though. I'm still going to sub again because I don't see a problem. Because eventually I would like to get to +6. And I have enough health to whether if they're going to weave in Phantom Forces, I can actually restore enough health to keep subbing through this and get to +6. So if they're to bring out the Dragonite, I do not need Stealth Rocks to one-shot it with Dragon Claw. So it's super nice. So I can actually sub again. I just love this set so much. You know, I haven't made a video featuring Dragonite. Sorry, oh, I was thinking about the Dragonite. I was respecting the Dragonite, but what did they go for? Will-O-Wisp? I didn't even see it, but you know what? I respect Will-O-Wisp here. And now we just win. Like, easy. Easy. What's your ability anyways? Insomnia? Like I care. I love Bandit, by the way. I'm a huge Bandit stan. Like, in 2014, VGC 2014 US National Championships, no one else was using Bandit, man. I was using Bandit. I love Mega Bandit. I love regular Bandit. It's such a good mon. But it's super hard to use. And I'd love to use it again. I think there's a bunch of cool things that I could do to feature it. But it's hard. It's just a hard Pokemon to use, man. We're just going to have EQ. You can totally protect. Mega Sharpedo, another good Pokemon. Are you sashed or not? If you're sashed, I'm going to sub after you sash to wait at your Destiny Ball next turn. No sash, we take those. Alright, what's up? What's up next? You have Blastoise, Miss Magus, Dragonite. I'll take that free leftovers right here. And Gyarados. And remember, you cannot intimidate me while my sub is up. I'm literally too good right now. I'm literally too good right now. What you got next? I gotta finish this up fast. I have some pizza in the oven. I have to finish that up. I make homemade pizza. I go get all the dough and I get all the ingredients to make the dough and then make the pizza. Gotta finish this up relatively fast. I wish I could feature Scizor more, but like, you know, the pizza calls to me, guys. It definitely calls to me. Flying Carrot, what's this? Dragonite. We already talked about this. I'm at +2. I definitely am at a situation to where I can KO you with Dragon Claw if you're not multi-scale. And if you are multi-scale and you're breaking my sub, I can do about half with Dragon Claw. You know, goes right through your multi-scale. And then I do half again if you decide to break my sub. If you decide to if you decide to Dragon Dance, I then just hit you, and then you spend your next turn breaking my sub, and I win. So, easy peasy, win streaks up. Let's go, what you got? And if I crit you through your multi-scale, well, that's just, I'm the best player alive. Holy moly. Is that a crit? Super effective? Looks like you weren't multi-scale, which is totally acceptable. There's nothing wrong with someone using an inner focus Dragonite because it's, you know, is able to stop Intimidate. So it's really, really good. So we take those. So win up. Man, Garchomp is so good. Garchomp is so freaking good. Oh my gosh. This is just the format that I've always wanted. Like, I remember when they banned Garchomp from like OU, and I was like, say it ain't so, man. I love this Pokemon. And I can upload the same video every single day. It just feels so good. Pinning people with Garchomp, it feels so freaking good. Doesn't it just feel good to be good? Doesn't it just show you that, like, if you invest the time into, like, learning every single intricacy to, like, let a Pokemon succeed, it can be good? I will say, the games on, like, Cart like this are easier on average than they are on Showdown. But you will also see on Showdown that I use a lot of Garchomp. And that's just because I like Garchomp. Like, I would make any Pokemon with like a 103 base speed stat with this typing and this ability with this attack spread work. I use the same like sub setup set on like a lot of different mons too. I used a sub Gengar set the other day. It's just good. Like, this is a really cool playstyle to like analyze what people are doing and help condition them into respecting what you're doing in the future. Like, we could play this game over and over and over again. What's going to happen is every single time I send out this Garchomp, this guy's going to switch to this Gyarados. I guarantee it. I guarantee if we were to play a second game, maybe I'll even challenge them to it. If I were to send out this Garchomp, they'd immediately send a Gyarados to threaten the Garchomp with an Intimidate, and then it would be able to intimidate before I get my sub up. I'd have to Swords Dance after sub. They'd break the sub. I'd kill their Gyarados, and then they'd be able to like maybe play from there with me being like a +1 Dragonite. But I'd still win. Sorry, not Dragonite. +1 Garchomp, but I'd still win. I don't know why I keep mixing up Garchomp and Dragonite. Both Pokemon are super good. But you can see, like, we basically just win. We basically just easy peasy win it up. And this is against a real person. That's the thing I think Legends Arceus is missing. Like, battles against, like, real people. Doesn't it feel like it's missing that? If Legends Arceus had battles against real people, I'd love that shit, man. I'd love that shit. Let's see. Game 2? They don't want to play. Hey, it's not on me. That's not on me. They don't want to play anymore. I'm playing one more, though. I'm playing one more. Alright, so today's last battle is going to be absolutely a hard-to-beat threat. But I will say, other than that Dragonite, that whole team's weak to Earthquake Garchomp. And that Dragonite is still technically weak to a Garchomp. So, if we can set up our Garchomp by switching in on like a Venusaur, setting up a sub on like a Slink Powder or Leech Seed, we can be in an absolutely amazing spot. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try our very best to bait that Venusaur to come in. So we're actually going to lead Rotom here. I don't think there's a single problem with leading Rotom. If we Volt Switch against literally anything, they're going to switch in their Venusaur to block that. Or their Donphan, and that's fine. We can just go for like Hydros or... You know, maybe not Hydros, but we switch into Gliscor. They get up their Stealth Rocks. We defog those. U-turn out into our Garchomp, and then we win the game. So we're going to be completely fine. Man, I just want to use Scizor. Maybe we're going to have to use Scizor in the next one. But Scizor is okay against this guy's team. It's just that, like, I really feel like with the way these past 2 games have gone, Garchomp is the hard carry. And let's just go. Look at that lead. Look at the lead. Look at it. Oh my goodness. They're just going to switch in Donphan. They're literally just going to switch in Donphan. Right? Right? Donphan. It's better to trick the Donphan and let it be stuck in using one move. It's better. And if you go with the Feraligatr, I'll give you a Choice Scarf. Show me that Donphan though. I should have just Hydro Pumped. If I was literally 10 years younger, I would have Hydro Pumped this shit. That's fine. Venusaur comes in. We take those. So, let's see. Are you going to Slink Powder or Giga Drain? I think I'm going to soak damage on the Rotom. No, maybe should I? No, I should save this Rotom to be able to wall in on the Feraligatr. Black Sludge. Oh my goodness. Never lucky. I'll Volt Switch. Let's see what they do. I want to see if they, I want to see how they handle this. They're stuck using one move. I do not care if they Giga Drain because I can go into something different. But you know what? I should have just Hydroed, man. I knew that they were going to bring in the Venusaur. And I should have just Volt Switched hard in their face and brought them right in my Garchomp. But it looks like actually they're a good player. Because a good player would have switched in the Venusaur over switching in the Domfan. Because you don't want to just have me redoing over the Hydro Pump. So are they going for a Giga Drain or not? Or a Leech Seed? It's going to be a Grass Attack. It is. It is. I'll go into the Scizor. Venusaur doesn't get Weather Ball in this game. I don't care if you Leech Seed me. I do not care at all. Great play from our opponent, by the way. Being able to go into being able to analyze. Holy shit! Solar Beam. All right. Hey, you know what? We might get our Scizor victory after all, chat. Yeah. You can have that Solar Beam. I don't know if it was by accident they went to Venusaur. I do not care. Scizor definitely doesn't care. I'm going to go +6. I'm going to one-shot your Tentacruel. I'm going to one-shot everything. I'm literally going to one-shot all of your Pokemon. I'm literally going to one-shot every one of your Pokemon with this Scizor. Deal with it. You can just straight up deal with it. You can put me to sleep. I do not care if you put me to sleep. I don't care. Show me Sleep Powder. Show me it. Show me that switch. What, are you going to go to Tentacruel? Domfan? Like, I care. You're going to have to roar me, bro. I will X-Scizor you into oblivion. And if you want to set up rocks, we have the big defog, yo. Scizor's here. It took me a long time to get this Scizor in game. I've been working on getting more mons to show you guys some cool sets. Scizor is here. Let's go. This is an easy Scizor set that's absolutely amazing. You can totally eat that. Let's show you. Show me the roar. Knockoff? That's not the play. Not the play. It sucks I don't have leftovers anymore. But you are legit running out of Pokemon that can wall this thing. And it's better to go for the damage right there in case they roared. I don't care if you're Ice Shard. You're literally throwing away your main Rocks user. Your literally only Rocks user. And your Rapid Spinner other than Tentacruel. So we do be taking those. You know, you don't know if I have Rocks. Or sorry, Stealth Rocks on Blissey. So that's greedy, you know? Going for a fadeaway Ice Shard there. I don't know about that one, Chief. Let's think about it. What are you going to bring in? Tentacruel? Alakazam. Alaka destroyed. It's better to go for the Bullet Punch here because we'd basically be able to clock the Sash. Because basically, even if we went for the X-Scissor, we'd have to clock Sash. And we have to eat at least one attack first. Which means it's always better to just go straight away for the Bullet Punch. Force them to actually have a Sash instead of going for the X-Scissor. Let's see it. You can switch if you want. But like, this ain't it, Chief. This just ain't it, you know? Our Scissor's way too bulky. You do have the Sash, which is the correct set. It's better than me going for the X-Scissor than the Bullet Punch, because we can just get 2 Bullet Punches off. You could have went for a random ass like Nasty Plot, or like a Special D-Drop does stuck there though. You could have went for so many different moves. Like a Focus Blast, Mist, reading me switching to Blissey or something. But we do take those. BP baby! Alakazam goes down. It's a great sweeper out of the way. Basically unlocks our Garchomp. You're out of Domfan and Alakazam, the last 2 monsters that basically stand in front of our Garchomp. So Garchomp just got unlocked. So let's see what you send out. If you send out Blastoise, I will let you Shell Smash on my face and I'll punish you with a massive X-Scissor. I will let you Shell Smash, get the defense drop, and just one-shot you easy peasy lemon squeezy. Show me that Blastoise. You have Blastoise, sorry, not Blastoise, for Alligator. Dragonite, relatively the same thing. We're just going to 2-shot this guy. We have a Sashmon somewhere, probably. Yeah, Fire Punch, bro. Dragon Dance. Now, that's not a multi-scale set. That's an inner focus set, because that shouldn't have done that much. But I'm not really afraid of, like, Earthquake. Maybe after the EQ. It's technically better if I'm not lying. It's technically better to, like, use Swords Dance here in case they kill us. In case they don't kill us, we can 2-shot them. Or, sorry, 1-shot them next turn. But I'm just going to BP to make it so the Alakazam's within range. Maybe I'll crit. E-Speed. That's not it. Not it at all. Not it at all. And you put yourself within crit range. Don't get crit, bro. Don't get high rolled either. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that much. I'll take that. I will take that, man. You were down Dragonite. You were down Alakazam. You were down Donphan. You're finally coming out with the Boy Tentacruel. It's actually more damage to go for Bullet Punch here, I think. So it's going to be a 40 plus stab going to 60, going to 90 halved versus like an 80 stab half. Actually, it's fine. I'm just going to go for this because I don't want to get Scald first. So I want to be able to hit first. But look how well they eat that. It's pretty well, unless they have unless they burn me here. Don't burn me, bro. I had 60 points in Spadef. Never lucky. That's fine. It's fine. Let's just unlock Garchomp. Alright, do you guys think they're going to switch if I send out Garchomp? I think they will. I think they will actually switch. And if they Rapid Spin versus my sub, like, or fine. They'd have to spend the extra on, like, Ice Beaming us. So, like, I'm actually going to sub in their face. Because they have this for Alligator. Good play on them staying in. I don't know if Scald breaks it. Good play on them, though. Let's see it. Survey says, Scald, Ice Beam. All right, they had to have Ice Beam, so that forced them into an Ice Beam play. Hey, you know what? Nothing wrong with that. We can just EQ them next turn. But good play, otherwise. I think Ice Beam is still really, really important on Tentacruel because it helps check like Latios's after a Rapid Spin. So it is good tech to still have that move. But I'm done giving you respect. It's time for me to take my wins. I can sub-burst your Venusaur. It might have actually been a better play. Maybe I'm playing too impulsive. It might have been a better play to save my sub as hidden tech versus Venusaur. To also not show that I'm leftovers. We'll see if they send out Venusaur right now. If they send out for Alligator, I'd assume there's more of like an Ice Fang tech coming. But there's also like a value in like keeping them honest, punishing them for like Dragon Dancing in my face, and seeing what they want to do. Because I still have an Alakazam, right? And Rotom? Yeah, I'm just going to punish them for setting up in my face. If you want to hit me, you're going to lose potential Sash, which means Rotom wins the game. So if you like Ice Fang here, you're going to take all this damage plus Rough Skin, and Rotom just wins the game. Ice Punch is completely fine. Like, it's great tech. I have absolutely no problem with Ice Punch, but it allows me to Volt Switch here, KO this thing, and if they were to Hard Switch into Venusaur, I'm Volt Switching into something like an Alakazam, so I'm going to be completely fine. So it may seem like that's a misplay losing them on, but it's actually not a misplay because it's securing the game because they have a lot less resources to work with than I do. Even Black Sludge Rotom is able to be fine. You see, we see the Volt Switch into the for Alligator, or sorry, into the Venusaur here. We're able to Volt Switch, deal a little bit of damage, go right into the Alakazam. Alakazam can seal up both for Alligator and Venusaur with Psyshock and win the game. You know what? It's because of Garchomp that was able to happen. It's because of Garchomp that was able to happen. I mean, Alakazam's going to clean up the deal, but man, Garchomp is just so freaking good. I don't think Garchomp should be an Uber. Like, I really don't think it should be an Uber. Literally, any Pokemon that has, like, above 100 base speed can do what Garchomp does. But, like, I just made Garchomp work. Like, I could use Sub Weavile to the same extent that I'm using Sub Garchomp. It's just reading what people do, popping subs on switches, and then punishing them for switching against something that has Swords Dance as a setup move. And so that's why Garchomp's, like, not banned yet. Maybe it will be. It was banned in the past. But, like, even if they do ban Garchomp, I'm still just going to move on to something else and do the exact same thing. And speaking of the exact same thing, we're going to double Psyshock this guy up. And we're going to win the game. So, pretty good set of games today, man. I haven't played BDSP in about a week. You know, obviously it's been the birthday week for me, so I've taken a little bit of a break. But you know what? We're going to be taking these, man. Garchomp's a cool mon. I think you guys should use more Garchomp. Every team should have a Garchomp. It 100% has the potential to lock up Rotom washes. So if Rotom washes are a problem for you, start using a little bit more Garchomp. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys answered the question today. Let me know when the last time you went on vacation was, where you guys went, what you guys did. Let me know how that went for you. And you know what? I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.